What is up? It is your go-to gal, Nikki, and life coach for young adults. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about who I help and what's my why. So life in your 20s is overwhelming, and it's kind of like a roller coaster ride. It's a fast-paced stage of life with many transitions, new responsibilities, and a shitload of fear associated with those changes. It can leave you feeling mentally exhausted and physically. In your 20s are hands down the most defining decade of your entire life. So who I help young adults, typically people in their 20s, but it could go under 20, so in the teens or even in the 30s. The people that I help are stressed the fuck out. They're lost, confused, overwhelmed, and even frustrated with life. You have, or they have, these thoughts of, I never have time and I'm always stressed. Life is hard. I don't know what to do. I don't have my shit together. I'm behind compared to all of my friends. I can't manage my life. I'm all over the place, right? And I help young adults in all aspects of their lives. Okay, this could be with the career, finances, relationships, mental health, physical health, and most importantly, time management. Of course, these 20-something-year-olds need help, but I help them as well when they're ready to take action and stop wasting away their time. That is the most important part. I can't help you or anybody in their 20s until they're ready to make the changes. So what's my why? Your 20s matter. It's the most defining decade. I've already said that. And really for me, my 20s ended with me being a training manager for 85 employees in a financial institution. I'd been with the company for 15 years and really climbed up that corporate ladder like I thought I was supposed to. But as a consequence, I was overworked, stressed the fuck out, and I had this nagging thought that there's got to be more out there than this. The ups and downs of my life left me feeling mentally exhausted. I was overworked, and it had wreaked havoc on my habits. All right. Instead of working to fix the situation, my brain naturally sought pleasure to avoid the situation. And that was by overspending, over drinking, anxiety, and just like beating myself up and having all these crappy thoughts of this is too hard. I can't get my shit together. Why can't you do this? So on and so forth. And then COVID happened, and that really bursted the bubble that I was in. When everything shut down and I just had a moment to breathe because I wasn't overworking as much, it literally gave me the space I needed to look at my life instead of just being in my life. And that unlocked the biggest realization that I'd ever had, that I can actually apply all the years of personal development that I'd been bitching on, but never acted on. And it was truly the ultimate rush when I discovered that I was in control of my life. I could take responsibility. And that was the best thing looking back. I didn't actually need a global pandemic to make this happen or 2 extra hours of my day. I just needed to learn how to manage my time, manage my mind, track my time, and take action. So that's a personal why here, but also just in general, I'm going to say it again, your 20s sets the foundation for the rest of your life. It is the most important decade that you will ever go through. And here's just a couple of facts to put this into perspective. 80% of life's most defining moments take place by the age of 35. 2/3 of lifetime wage growth happens within the first 10 years of your career. Personality changes more in your 20s than at any time before or after. And your brain caps off its last growth spurt in your 20s. It would be irresponsible for me to sit here quietly and watch you waste the most foundational years of your time. This is the exact reason you need to get your shit together, because everything happens in your 20s with your career, your relationships, your mind, your money, everything. And that's my why, because I've already gone through it. I've seen the effects of it. I learned how to get my shit together, and I want to help other young adults or 20-something-year-olds do the exact same so they can create the life that they actually want for the future and where they are right now. Go to my next video to learn how to work with me.